What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Joey Ball's Clutch Up Garage coming at you with the Road Glide. So we're going to be installing today the VTC knockoff LP5 headlight mount. Now, as you can tell, I already have that on there. But quick story, I bought one of his first kits that Mike put out, Villatucky Customs VTC, and it didn't have the cutouts for the actual fairing mount up underneath the outer fairing. So I got a hold of him. I said, hey, you need to put cutouts in it to mount to the actual frame part of the outer fairing. Long story short, I ran this for a little while. I can hear it bouncing around when I hit bumps. So I hit him up. I was like, hey, I just want to buy a backing plate. And he actually was cool enough to send me a full new kit, actually made out of aluminum now instead of steel. And unexpected for me, it was actually powder coated and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pop all this off and just show you guys how to set this up. Of course, I've already done it. It's already in there, but I'm going to redo it. And with the aluminum and the powder coat now. So I'm going to go ahead and start with getting the outer fairing off. If you don't know how to do that, wouldn't suggest doing this job. So I'm just going to do that in time lapse. I'm not going to show you how to do that. I'll show you how I have it wired right now. Might change that because right now I have it wired where low beam. I'll just show it to you. That's low beam, both of them on at the same time, and it is effing bright. I'm talking, I go down the interstate and people flash me. If it's even relatively dark, I got people flashing me with their lights the whole time. So I might try to wire it to where this one is low beam and both will be high beam. Problem is with that, these are only 3-wire setups here, so they only have ground, power, and then they have rings around them. So you can't really wire high beam and low beam wire into each other because that'll put too much power to it. I don't know. We'll see. I might leave it the way it is. I like being bright. It just sucks if you got a buddy in front of you, you're going to blind the shit out of them. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the outer fairing off and show you guys how to basically assemble the Villatucky Customs kit. So all I'm doing here now is just depinning the headlight connections. I was thought about cutting them, but I was like, well, I'll just depin them. There's no point in cutting them. So just press on these and they pop right out. So the light setup is pretty simple. The hardest part is getting the actual lights mounted to this piece. I already have that done. I'm not going to redo it. I just don't feel like it. But that's really your hardest part. It's not terrible. I think I actually Loctited and used the lockers on these. So his old design was actually 3-piece. I just realized that. Now it's all integrated. So he did upgrade that because that was a big pain in my ass getting all that together. So that's cool. Now, quite simple. I think Forever One Wheel just did one of these on his Road Glide he's building, and he had a couple issues with his, and I can't remember what he had said. But nonetheless, if you reach out to Mike, he will make everything right with you, man. Solid guy, super solid of him to send all of this to me like he did. Alright, we're going to put the backing plate onto the bike first. It's been a while since I've done this, so bear with me here. I'm going to go throw this backing plate in the bike, and then we'll move back over to the fairing and finish popping this together. This is a great design. He did a really good job at redesigning this. Aluminum, it's a lot lighter because these lights are super effing heavy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in the bike real quick. You're in the fairing. I'll be back. So it's been a couple days because I had to do some stuff, but we are back here working on getting this Villatucky Customs kit into the Road Glide. So what I want to show you on the back here, your three main mounts, I went ahead and I add lock nuts on the back of these just for some extra security. Now also, let me flip this thing around here real quick. You can see got everything mounted in there. These are all tightened down. So you do have to put the lights into the mount before you add the full mount in there. So that makes it kind of hard to get back here to these. They're 10 millimeters off these Chinese lights here. So what I had to do was I took an old 10 mil and I ground it down. So I made it nice and skinny. So that way it had no problem fitting down in here and not scratching my outer fairing. Although you can see I did get a couple scratches on here when it wasn't mounted all the way down and I moved it in and out. But not a huge deal. You're not going to see it. So everything is mounted in there now, nice and solid. It's pretty heavy. These lights are super, super heavy compared to like a stock setup or even an aftermarket LED. So something to keep in mind. But this is Mike's at Villatucky Customs, his new setup. It is made of aluminum. All these parts in here are all aluminum. But it's just the lights, the sheer weight of the lights, man, they are not light lights. But what I'm going to do now is try to figure out how I can get this one to run on low beam and both to run on high beam without causing a fire or jacking up any wires. So I'm going to work up under here real quick, see if I can figure something out with this wiring, how I can wire it to make sure it's right, first of all. Second of all, to make sure I'm not going to cause a fire or anything crazy like that. So I'm going to get my multimeter out, do some tests, and then I will report back, get all this mounted up, report back on how I wired it to get just this to run on low beam and both to run on high beam. I'm going to do this low beam and this ring. So low beam will be this one on and this ring on, and then high beam will be both on. So going to check some things and I'll be back. All right, so I'll show you guys what I did here for the wiring. So your red off of this aftermarket connector. This is the high beam switch, so the main beam switch. Blue is the ring, black, of course, is ground. So I'm going to run the ring on both to the top, okay? And that's going to run the ring on low beam. And then you see I got an external wire here, and that's going to run to the accessory power in the light switch up in the fairing. You have an accessory power in the ground. This ground just runs into the same ground that your headlights run into. So I'm going to run the main beam for the low beam, the white one, to this accessory power. And then I'm going to run, which this will run at all times. Then I'm going to run the high beam on the yellow one to the regular high beam on the side of the connector. So that way when I flip high beam switch, the rings will turn off and then both lights will be on. I haven't tested it. That's the assumption right now. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, pop the fairing on, and see what happens. So I'll put you up on the stand and we'll see what happens here. Okay. And locked in. Now, let's see if the lights work how I want them to, or they pop fuses. Okay, I goofed. No big deal. I had my wiring backwards on my actual lights. What I thought was high beam, what I thought was low beam. But we're back in business. I fixed that. Let's go for round two here, see if we can get this to work right how I want it to. There we go. All right, attempt number two. That looks a little better. Radio down. Now I'm going to make sure no wiring is getting hot in here. Feels good. Cool. Nice and bright, man. Cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the fairing button back up. Other than that, man, she is done. Make sure no wires are hanging out of the bottom because it's kind of a pain. Put my tape here. Sweet. Then I'll just have to adjust the headlights, get them adjusted right. Not a huge deal. I tapped into the accessory power that's spliced into your headlights, or your headlight loom that comes out. Ran that for the low beam, and then for the high beam, since this is ran to accessory, it's on all the time. High beam, this one's ran to the high beam. That's it. Pretty simple. And that is a wrap on the Villatucky Customs VTC knockoff LP5 headlight mount. I got to say, his new kit is really, really impressive. Like I said before, starting out the video, I had the kit on. I had one of his first original kits. When I had got it, I realized it didn't have the cutouts for the fairing mount. Told him about it. He fixed his design, started making them out of aluminum. I ran that original kit for a while, and then I hit him up and said, hey, Mike, I really would like to buy a backing plate for your newer kit. And he said, you know what? I'll send you a whole new kit. Powder coated, aluminum, everything. Didn't charge me a dime, didn't charge me for shipping, so I can't say enough good stuff about Mike, the owner of Villatucky Customs. Appreciate him sending me a new kit. I wired it up, so now low beam, you have the single light because I was getting flashed by oncoming drivers, and then high beam is going to be both lights. So, pretty sweet setup. So, nonetheless, I am pleased with it. It is now mounted nice and solid. Doesn't bounce around anymore. I could hear it bouncing in there before, so definitely pleased. This was kind of a step-by-step. Just to reiterate how I wired it. In your headlight wiring loom, back where the single splits into two for your headlights, there is a power wire. That's going to be for like running lights on the electric glide, street glide, stuff like that. Well, the road glide loom has it too. So I just ran power for the low beam, this light off of it, and then the rings are ran off of the low beam switch, and then this one's ran to the high beam. So this has constant power. When I flip the high beam, this will come on. So definitely a nice little setup. They're super bright. I'm super happy with them. Thanks again to Villatucky Customs, and thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and tell your friends, and stay tuned for the next one.